Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna try to do another installment of my Blu-ray collection, and as you can see from the lovely background here, and I guess by the title of the video, this is the third installment, and that is my Criterions, which are all Blu-ray. I have less than 20, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I got 16 or 17 titles. So it shouldn't take too long. I've seen most of them, but, well, let's just get started. I'm going to go in order of spine number, so let's just do it like this. First one is spine number 24, and that is High and Low by Akira Kurosawa, filmed by Akira Kurosawa. It's not going to focus there, whatever. See there. I actually haven't watched this Blu-ray yet. I watched this on Hulu about 2 months or so ago. But this is a story of a Japanese businessman, a wealthy businessman, in the midst of a corporate takeover who is involved in a kidnapping. And surprisingly pretty good. A lot of people prefer Kurosawa's samurai movies. He's got plenty of them, but this one of my favorite ones. It's a nice thriller. I think there's 2 essays in here. But, well, anyway. Nice booklet, but the movie was very good. My favorite Kurosawa film so far. Although I haven't seen Seven Samurai. Well, in its entirety. I've seen the first half hour. But, yeah, so anyway, spine number 24 and High and Low is the first film here. Let's see this. The next one is Kurosawa again. And that is Rashomon. And this is spine number 138. If I didn't say before, I'm going to start doing this. This is from 1963. Black and white, and in Japanese, obviously. And Rashomon is 1950, and in Japanese, with English subtitles. But yeah, also a very, very good film, dealing with how different people's perspectives on the same act or the same action can be wildly different. Basically, the movie's about kind of a rape and murder occurred, and the people involved giving their take on what happened. And it's just interesting. Also, it's funny because it's being the word of mouth of people who were there at the trial. So it's like word of mouth through word of mouth. So it's, you know, unreliable narrators through and through. But it's a very good movie. I don't know if I'd really watch it again anytime soon. Once is probably enough every couple of years. I would watch High and Low like tonight, but this I don't know if I'd watch. It's a good film study, I'd say. And a lot of the wide shots and the outside or nature shots are really nice. There's some good interviews, or not interviews, but stories in here, or I'm trying to say essays. I don't think I've read all of these yet. This is a thick booklet, by the way. This is 44 pages. Yeah. That's Rashomon. I believe this has been remade a number of times, I think, but maybe I'm just mistaken that. Anyway. Next one is Traffic. It's a spine number 151. And this I've only seen, well, I've seen it twice. I saw it once when I was younger when it came out, and then I saw it a second time in college for a class, if I recall correctly. This is from 2000, and it is in color. English. This doesn't have a booklet, it's more of a pamphlet. Look at all those chapters, by the way. Isn't that crazy? 69 chapters. Much, much shorter. Look at that. There's one little tiny essay, and then about the transfer. So, kind of a bare bones Criterion. Honestly, thinking about paying $20 for this is kind of lame, but I think there's some decent special features, so that the regular disc doesn't have the non-Criterion, so that's traffic. It's a good movie, by the way. It's a long movie. I believe it's 2.5 hours long. Next movie is, this is a movie I had on regular DVD for a long time. That is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, spine number 175. This is a trip of a movie. I used to really like this when I was in high school. I thought it was a really cool movie. On retrospect, it's definitely a wild ride. The actors involved, Johnny Depp, Benicio del Toro, give fantastic performances, but the movie is, you have to be in a certain state of mind, I feel like, to really enjoy it. Like I said, it's a trip. But it's very quotable too. You know, this is Backcountry, or, you know, I can't think of anything else. I haven't seen it in a while. I watched this Blu-ray when I first got it, and listened to some of the commentary, I think, by Terry Gilliam, I think. Yeah. And I don't remember anything about it, but I remember kind of losing interest and realizing that I'm glad I have it, but it's not one of my favorite movies of all time. It used to be. But not so much anymore. This is actually a short little intro or essay by Hunter S. Thompson in here. I think. Or am I missing that? I thought there was in here. Maybe not. Sorry. It's also kind of a lot of illustrations too, from like that era. But Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It's still a good movie. Just gotta be in the mood to watch that. Next is another trip of a movie, and that is Videodrome. It's a good movie, but it is definitely you gotta be in the right mindset to enjoy it, because it's a trip. Spine number 248. Long live the new flesh. It says right there. I love this. Looks like a VHS cassette. That's awesome. A video cassette or whatever. Well, I think it's just black in the background with that, yeah. A nice little essay in here too, with talking about the making of the film and the effects and stuff. Cancer gun. Pretty neat story. Just, like I said, once again, they're very I keep saying trippy, but I think Fearless Las Vegas is a lot more trippy than this. This is just a weird movie. I think talking about censorship and how far were we willing to go for entertainment, verging on like smut, and I guess shit like that. But anyway, I've only seen it once, but I was kind of thinking of watching it the other day. I like the interior of that too. I don't know if you can tell, it's a yellow interior. But Videodrome. And this is 1983. What older movies so far? Well, older. 83's old. Yeah. This next one I haven't watched yet. I honestly only bought it because it was going out of print, and I had wanted to watch it, and that is Army of Shadows. Jean-Pierre Melville film. Spine number 383. Nope, 385. Sorry. I believe it's the French Resistance, yeah. 1969, 145 minutes. I don't know anything about this movie, so I can't talk a whole much about it. I remember I mentioned when I first got it if I should even open it, but I'm just one of those people that has to open it. I wanted to look at the booklet. then of course I couldn't read the booklet that much because, look, major spoilers are ahead, so I can't read this essay. There's that scene. It's on the front. I wanted to watch this a couple times, I just have not gotten around to doing it. Interview. Looks good though. It's apparently a masterpiece, I just have never gotten around to watching it. I'm glad I have it before it went into print. That's Army of Shadows. Next one is a very good movie. This is one of the first ones I ever watched when I started buying Criterions last summer. That is Chungking Express, and I believe this was the first transfer that they used. They went over the first Blu-ray that Criterion made. Not this exact one. I think they actually had a digipack. I think this is a reissue, but I believe this, like, once again, is out of print. I'm not sure though. I know the digipack is definitely out of print, but this might actually be now too. Once again, this background I think is just black. Oops. Sorry about that. Skinny Arrow booklet. It is I think it's actually two separate stories that don't even really interlock, but they take place at the same time. One is about a beat cop who kind of falls for one of these Avengers on the street, and then another one is about this other guy. I don't remember what his job was. Maybe he was a cop too, I forget. But he was also in love with this girl who, like, dumped him or something like that, and he was just kind of finding himself. Interesting though. I love Asian cinema, and seeing Hong Kong and China on the streets, and just love that world. This is from spine number 453, if I didn't say, 1994, and it's in Cantonese, but recommend it if you can find it. I have a lot more of these than I thought. Okay, this next one is very popular, and that is The Thin Red Line by Terrence Malick. I have to say, I have never finished this film before. I started it when I first got it, and I think I ended up falling asleep, or I ended up having to leave, or it usually happens, but I haven't gotten around to watching it again since then. That's spine number 536, and it's from 1998, in 171 minutes, which is just about 3 hours, I think. Yeah. Like the discard there, it's like a tree. Probably that tree there. You can see there's a little child on the side there. Didn't like this was damaged, though. You can see it's lame, but oh well. Some decent essays in here, mostly talking about the filming of the movie, and then obviously Terrence Malick is a friggin' recluse. Mostly just essays. But pretty cool. I don't know if I can recommend it because I haven't finished it, but it's a coveted release, I guess. Well, not coveted, but it's... If people have Criterions, they usually have this in their collection. I can say that from what I remember, it was very beautifully crafted. The picture quality was fantastic. But yeah, I don't remember much else besides that it looked good and it was interesting, but I just either couldn't get into it or I fell asleep or something. Next is one of the movies that I had been wanting if I ever got Criterion. But I just had never gotten around to seeing until I got this on Criterion. And that is Chronos by Guillermo del Toro. Spine number 551. This is from 1993. I love Guillermo del Toro. I mean, the Hellboy movies, Pacific Rim, Chronos. I really want to see The Devil's Backbone. That comes out on Criterion, I believe, on Tuesday the 30th. Or is it out already? If it's out already, I have to go there and buy it, but yeah, anyway. This was a very good movie. It's a really interesting take on, like, the vampire myth or character creatures. And I didn't know that when I was watching it, but look at that's cool. Nice pages and stuff, blah blah blah. I want to start moving this off. I'm going to run out of space in my memory card here. But I believe this is part of the script or something like that, and then there's an essay in here, and there's obviously like drawing stuff from Guillermo, because he draws a lot. But it's a cool movie. Check it out, Chronos. And next is Blowout, spine number 562, from '81. I'd never seen this until I watched it either on Criterion. This is the most colorful disc it looks like too. Film reels, or really cool job that he has. I've never seen that actually depicted on film, like Foley artists or people who do sound. Once again, a couple of short essays about the film. I didn't know John Lithgow was in this until I watched it. That was pretty cool. But a very good film, actually. Nice thriller. Recommend it. Definitely one to watch. Yeah. Blowout. Sorry if I'm not getting into depth on this stuff. Too much depth. One of the best ones I own, that's 12 Angry Men. This is a highly rewatchable film for whatever reason, just because of the social commentaries it talks about, because the issues they're talking about in this film we can still talk about today. Prejudice and just profiling and just the whole 9 yards, the legal system and how it's kind of skewed, and that's a conversation for maybe another video, but anyway. Spine number 591 from 1957. I was surprised to find out how far back this went and how socially accurate it was. The chapters there. But out of this booklet too, it has all the faces in it on every page. I think it's just one essay in here, but still pretty cool. Very good movie. Highly recommended. Oops. Oh shit, look at that. Oh well. Pretty cool. 12 Angry Men. But look at this, I just broke my little Golden Army soldier. Look at that, it broke off there. I'll have to fix that if this video's over. Blarg. Anyway, next, let's move on. I've only got 10 minutes left. Shit. Rambling a lot. One of my most recent pickups, Godzilla. I haven't watched this on Blu-ray yet, but I watched this a lot when I was a kid. My dad loved monster movies, and Godzilla specifically. This is spine number 594 from 1954. This has the original Godzilla or Gojira, obviously from Japan, and then the Americanized version, King of the Monsters, which was made a couple years later with some stuff cut out. It's a digipack. Oops. With a nice booklet. I want to show this thing too because this is just awesome. Look at that. Roar. Whoops. Look at that background. That background left. There it goes. Sorry guys. This is like amateur hour here. Sorry guys. Fixing it. Or not, whatever. I started reading this. There's a nice essay about making of the film and when it transferred over to American or English language. Pretty nice. Look at that, that's cool. I'm psyched for the new movie that's coming out, I believe, next year. But that is Godzilla from 1954. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet, the Blu-ray. Shit. Can't seem to get this back in here. There we go. Alright, only a couple left, guys. Anatomy of a Murder. This was actually really good, actually. Just for some reason I thought this would not be very good. Just because maybe my bias towards older movies past like 1960. It's 1959 this was made, so I guess it was on the cusp. But this is a very good mystery, a crime thriller type movie. More of a trial, obviously. I'm losing my words here. Anyway, it stars Jimmy Stewart, Lee Remick, Ben Gazzara, Arthur O'Connell, Eve Arden, and Catherine Grant. From 1959, 161 minutes, black and white. Just a disc there. In the background you can see it's more of that image. But I enjoyed it a lot. I like thrillers. I like kind of like courtroom dramas. Once again, I think it's just one or two essays in here. Yeah, 2 essays. I don't think I read this. I think I just glanced at it before I watched the movie and then I never looked at it again. I like that. Spend all this money on these collector's editions that I don't even appreciate them, so sorry about that, guys. Anyway. Anatomy of Murder. Otto Preminger. I forget how that's pronounced. It was a very good movie. I enjoyed it. I was paying attention and gripped the whole time. It was, even though it's kind of a long movie, 161 minutes, 2 hours 40 minutes. It was good. I recommend it. Next is a movie that, once again, I'd never seen before until I bought it. That is Shallow Grave, from 1994, and that is Spine number 616. And it's about these 3 roommates who are trying to get a 4th roommate, and the person that they have rented dies in their apartment, and he has a bag of money. And what do they do when that happens? And they do some weird things, and it was pretty cool. Really well executed. I like that scene with the suffocation of the bag. And there's that guy looking out of the attic, and her sleeping there. Oops, shit, I keep touching the camera like I'm such an amateur. That was a cool scene. Interesting. Once again, a nice thriller. A film called Cruel. It's a very short essay. Cool. Shallow Grave. It stars Ewan McGregor, by the way. And a couple other people who I recognize but don't remember their names. But not bad. Closer and Closer. The Game. David Fincher's The Game, starring Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. From 97. I had never watched this all the way through until I had this Criterion. And I have to say, after I finished it, I remember thinking it wasn't as good as it was claimed to be. But in retrospect, I did enjoy it for sure. Nice booklet. Once again, I don't think I've read this. It was very cool. Nice that the game itself is, I mean, honestly, I can't even imagine people doing that for your birthday. You know, here's a game for you. It's really fucking horrible and weird. And, yeah. Sean Penn, he's a crazy person. Michael Douglas was a very good actor, though. And, like I said, the game itself is just so, like, you don't even know what to think about it. Like, it's so interesting. Socially. But, anyway. Rosemary's Baby. I watched this a long time ago and then finally watched it on Criterion this last year. And I have to say it was pretty good. But it was definitely very atmospheric and very creepy. It's very, definitely a nice thriller. I'll probably watch this every year around Halloween, just because it's got that creepiness to it. The book was really thick too. A couple of essays in there you can see. Talking about the making of the film and the actors choosing the roles, and look at that. It's a nice little map of the apartment. Pretty cool. And this is like a script, it looks like. Or not a script, but a description of the characters. All of them witches. That was pretty cool. It is a good movie. But it's Spine number 630. 1968 was when it was made, and this is color. Yeah, I believe this is a Roman Polanski film. Yeah, very good. Rosemary's Baby. And my last film that I have in Criterion is one of my recent ones. It is On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando, directed by Elia Kazan. and written by Bud Schulberg. Spine 647, made in 1954. Now I think, is that true? No, maybe not. I thought that might be the oldest one. I think Rashomon might be 1950, but I don't recall. Anyway, I watched this for the first time ever last week or the week before. I don't remember now. But I have to say, at first, I was a little disappointed. But after continuing to watch it, I really did like... Marlon Brando gave it an excellent performance. It was very well done. I haven't seen a lot of Brando's work other than like The Godfather and... what was his last one? The Island of Dr. Moreau, which was friggin' creepy and weird. It's terrible, but... he was not very good in that. But this, he was very, very well done. I can see why it's considered a masterpiece and a landmark for making cinema. But, with the 2 discs. All the special features are on disc 1, I believe, but it has the aspect ratio of 1.61. Disc 2 has 2 other aspect ratios, the full screen and then the ultra-wide screen from 1.85 aspect ratio. I checked out all versions, and I preferred probably the 1.6166 out of all 3, but I did watch half the movie in 1.85, but I checked out full screen, and obviously full screen's lame. But anyway, that's just the discs there. And there's a nice thick booklet. A couple of essays, a statement by Elie Kazan during the communist bullshit going on in America in the 50s. Talking about being blacklisted and shit. That's kind of what... I remember in reading about this or recently to a commentary that Elie Kazan said this movie was not a allegory or about being blacklisted after his statement. But it does kind of make sense. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Whatever, I'll just leave it there for now. Yeah. He said it wasn't, but it really kind of makes sense that you'd think that it was, because Marlon Brando's character was kind of shunned from the shipyard because he was a snitch. Let's do this. Zoom. Zoom, zoom. Let's zoom in on there a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, my last one. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd watch it multiple times or anything, but it was a good film. So, I still recommend it. That's it, guys. That took way longer than I thought it was going to take. I didn't think I had a whole lot, but I guess 17 is enough to get me going for over 30 minutes. So, thank you for watching, and I will have... I forget how many other parts I have now. I've got my box sets I want to do, and my television section. I have actually quite a bit of TV to show. So I'll be doing that before I get to my main collection. But then I'll do my collection like in pieces, because I want to do it kind of like this, where I show off each movie and talk a teeny little bit about it, what I thought about it, or if I've seen it, because there are a lot of movies I haven't seen in my collection. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Probably later this weekend. There's still 2 weeks of upgrade and save. Wow, I can't believe there's still 2 weeks left. I feel like I've been there enough times, but yeah, I will see you again for probably at least 1 or 2 more stops. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is my Criterion collection thus far, and I will see you again later for more of my collection. Bye.